Good evening. Welcome to the Presbyterian Church in Morristown, New Jersey. I am Matt Webb. I am the director of music here at the church, and I direct the Ringers on the Green, the high school handbell choir here. We are so pleased to be partnering with the Presbyterian Church in Morris Plains, our dear neighbors just a couple miles down the road, so close. And it's wonderful to make those connections, especially with a congregation that's so close, that shares so much in common in terms of what we believe and in terms of how we treat each other and our ideals, and especially surrounding music. Morris Plains has always been known for their wonderful music, particularly for their fabulous bell choirs, and we're so thrilled to be able here at the Presbyterian Church in Morristown to be a part of that. And we are setting off for England in just a few hours, it feels like. It feels really close. Saturday night at 10 o'clock, Newark Airport. We're going to peace out, all 43 of us that are going on this trip. So say lots of prayers for just beautiful, harmonious, peaceful existence. It's going to be fabulous. The Ringers on the Green from this church have enjoyed working together with the Walsh Memorial bell ringers from Morris Plains over the past few weeks. I've been fortunate to know Amy Baza, the director of the Walsh Memorial Bell Choir, for nearly 11 years when I first came to this church. Amy grew up ringing in the Ringers on the Green here and continues to be an active bell ringer in our adult chancel ringers. Amy and I have gone on several tours together over the years. We particularly like driving the cargo van where it's just the two of us and a bunch of bells in the back. Nobody else is talking. We get to just drive and figure out all of life's problems together, and we've developed probably enough for a book during those few rides. Let's see. I'd like to offer my thanks, particularly tonight, to two adult substitute ringers that are assisting us, Glenn Fisher and out of charity, you have to give the same amount of respect to the next name. Sarah Michael. They have been willing to sub throughout the year and are both wonderful musicians. I'm also very grateful to have alumni ringers joining us for the tour this year. And finally, I'd like to thank my associate director, Ignacio Angulo Pizarro, who has worked with us as a ringer and an instructor every week. He's filled in for me. He's been my right arm, even in the midst of having a 3-week-old son. So congrats to Ignacio and his wife, Hafa. So a little bit about the Ringers on the Green for those of you who don't know. We have a somewhat truncated rehearsal schedule every week. I know Walsh rehearses 2 hours every week, which is just this beautiful, luxurious amount of time that I'm working towards getting us to eventually. But we work for about an hour every week, and at the beginning of this year, we had a smaller group of people, and we grew by about 6 people in January. So between January and now, with an hour of rehearsal each week, we have done our best to put together what we are going to share with you tonight, and we're very excited for what we're going to be doing. The first 2 pieces that we're going to ring, Green Sleeves and Carol of the Bells, are both tunes that are often heard during Christmastide. I chose Green Sleeves for us as it is a traditional English folk tune and will be well known to our audiences in the UK, as it has been set for many different musical forces over centuries, and now here for handbells in an exciting and rhythmic setting. Likewise, Carol of the Bells is a tour de force rhythmic setting of the ultimate crowd-pleasing earworm for handbells. So every time my friends who know I'm a musician and do handbells always ask me, do you play Carol of the Bells? Do you play Carol of the Bells? And I'm like, yes, we play Carol of the Bells. So it's kind of, somebody's got to do it, so we did it. Anyway, we hope that you enjoy these 2 pieces. A quick note of housekeeping. The restrooms are out this door and on the right side. If at any point during this, don't worry about getting up and walking in front of people. We do it every week here. Just make yourself at home. this is your home with us tonight, and we're so thrilled that you're here. So sit back and relax and enjoy. As we're getting set up for our next piece, which is called Murmurations, Wind in the Temple. Does anyone know what a murmuration is? It's the sound of birds moving through a space, like that kind of like flowy kind of sound. I don't know. It seemed cool. I didn't know what the word meant, but I knew I liked the word murmurations, so I went with it. It's a very cool piece. That's a piece by Julie Turner that we're setting up for now. And our last piece that we're going to play is a Brazilian folk tune named Cantar al Senhor, one that we've been playing for a little while that we really love. But before we move on to our final two pieces, I want to take a moment for the ringers on the green to introduce themselves to you. So what they're going to do is they're going to say their name, their upcoming year in school, and where they go to school.
Hello, my name is Lily Korean. I go to Morristown High School, and I'm a rising senior.
Hi, my name is Julia Baza. I'm going to be a rising senior in college, and I go to the College of New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm in the 22nd grade.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I am a junior at college at CCM.
Hi, I'm Ignacio. I teach high school choir at East Orange Campus High School, and I'm the children's choir director here at PCM.
Hi, I'm Glenn, and I am a long-risen senior.
I'm Johannes, and I am going to be a freshman at MHS.
Hi, they call me Jules. I'm going to be a sophomore at Rowan University.
I'm Daniela Geary, and I'm going to be a junior at Whippany Park High School.
I'm Colin Hoppies, and I'm a rising junior at Whippany Park High School.
My name is Michael Hoppies. I'm going to be a freshman at Northeastern University.
My name is Robert Smith, and I'm going to be a senior at Morristown High School.
My name is Griffin Thomas. I'm going to be a rising senior at Morristown High School.
My name is Joshua Korean, and I'm going to be a rising sophomore in Morristown High School.
Michael is actually going to be a rising freshman at Northeastern University's campus in London. So this is just kind of like a little fun excursion for him to maybe find a new place to live or something like that while he's there. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to playing a bit more for you. This is where we do the old switcheroo. We're so thankful that we're able to do some combined pieces. It's been a really cool experience for my ringers to be able to work with Mrs. Baza, who's just a fabulous musician and a wonderful person and has such a great heart and amazing patience. So that goes a long way in a handbell rehearsal. So they have been thoroughly loved being with her, and some of them has been in her classrooms throughout the years at Frelinghuysen and now at Morristown High School. So we're just really thankful for you, Amy, and for all that you do. So the way that our bell parts are configured is completely different between the two groups. So it takes just a moment to move things around to where they need to be. So thank you for your patience. Daniel, do you have a joke you want to tell? I think you better not. Daniel's been telling some interesting jokes in services in the past few weeks. I'm just joking. We're so thrilled to have one of your own, Daniel Vigilante, here with us back home. We might as well talk about that. And then you've got Steve Gaden. He's one of ours. He's lovely. So we're just jumping back and forth all over the place. It's a good place to be, and we love you guys, and we're so thankful that you're here tonight, Morris Plains. This next piece is Amen Siyaku Dumisa, a very rhythmic, fun African piece we hope you will enjoy.
Hi, thank you for being here tonight. As my group here is kind of rearranging the bells back, a little bit about us. We are the Walsh Memorial Bell Choir from the Morris Plains Presbyterian Church. This is the 55th year of Walsh, I believe. It was started in 1968. It started with just a few octaves, and over the years have obviously added more octaves. Every year, much like Ringers on the Green, go on a summer tour. They have toured Canada, Mexico, France, Germany, Switzerland, and then this year, England, which I'm very excited for. It's such a thrill for me to be able to go on this tour with Matt. I started ringing bells when I was 8 years old here in this church, and then went all the way through, was a ringer on the green. I now ring in the adult handbell choir here. So it's a little bit like coming home tonight. I got married right there, and my husband's here, and I have to imagine that he was laughing a little bit when Matt was saying how much patience I have, because in our wedding, which took place right there, the minister, who was Reverend Tom Sheffield at the time, made a point to talk about how much patience Rob had to deal with me. So, you know, I'm not so sure I'm the one with the patience, and they might disagree with that as well. But I'm Amy Baza. I'm the director. I've been directing Walsh since 2020, March 2020. I literally started, and the next week we got shut down, and I didn't get to see them again until the following September. But since that time, I just feel so ridiculously lucky to be able to work with these kids. They're just truly the best. We have a great time. We have 2 hours of rehearsal time. I'm not sure that we rehearse for 2 hours, because there's always a story or something we've got to talk about or laugh about, or, you know, have a tournament about on our breaks. But it's a good time to be with them. We are, from this year, 8th grade through 12th grade. And like Matt has some returning alumni, we have Tim Coleman, who's come to ring with us, who graduated from us last year and is here to be with us. They look like they're all ready to go. So we're going to begin. So the piece that we just played for you is called Hornpipe. It's by Karen Buckwalter. And it's a piece that uses a lot of different techniques that you heard the Ringers on the Green play as well. There's malleting, there's martelating, there's thumb damping, there's shaking. And it's a really excellent example of a lot of different techniques. And so we thought that maybe we would just demonstrate some of those techniques for you now so that when you hear them, you kind of know what it is that you're hearing. So the first technique that you saw a lot of, which is a great way to get frustration out at the end of the day if you've just had a day, and it's a Thursday, so you get to go to bell practice. Everybody loves the martelate. So, Joe, why don't you show us some martelating? I mean, show us some martelating, Joe. That's some martelating. So, thank you, Joe. Another technique that's used in that piece that the Ringers on the Green used a lot in their pieces is malleting, right? And that's when we, use the mallets that have the cloth wrapped around the top, and we kind of hit the bells. It creates a short staccato sound, which is great if you just want to hear the tone, but you want it to end pretty quickly. I'm going to have Tim demonstrate malleting, which is a risky proposition because last year on our tour, as Tim malleted a bell, the mallet went through the bell. So Tim is going to gently show you some malleting. That's some safe malleting. Another technique that you're going to hear a lot is the shaking of the bells. And that's, you play the bell, you want the sound to continue, but it's a little boring if the sound is just hanging out there. So instead, you shake the bell, you create kind of like a trill-ish effect. Anna, why don't you shake for us? And there's some shaking. There's a lot of other techniques, but I'm not going to make you sit through all of them right now. But Hornpipe was a piece that definitely kind of led you through a lot of those. Our next piece is a piece called Rondo Pasacaya, and it's written by, or arranged by Cynthia Dobrinsky, who is a prolific handbell composer and arranger. It was written in 1986, and it's a piece that I actually rang when I was in high school, and it's just kind of always stuck in my head, and if there's music in my head, I force them to play it. And so that's what we did here. It's written for a lot of different octaves of music, but a pasacaya itself is it's a set of variations that's put together, variations on a melody put together over a repeating bass line. And so you're going to hear the same melody played over and over, but it's just played in a variety of ways. So please sit back and enjoy Rondo Pasacaya. So now we're going to slow it down a little bit. The next piece that we're going to play for you is an emotional piece. It's called Eternal, and it was written by Jason Krug. You've already heard two of his pieces from the Ringers on the Green tonight. And he wrote this piece after the loss of a loved one. And it doesn't appear, the trick in bell music is, the pieces that don't seem like they're hard are the hardest pieces to play. Lots of eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes. There's not a lot that goes on in this piece, and that's the challenge, because every note you played, you are exposed, right? There's not these massive, loud things going on around you that can hide if you miss something. So this is a piece that he wrote and is really as raw a piece as it is when you lose someone who's close to you. So please enjoy Eternal. So now is every ringer's favorite part of the program when they get to introduce themselves. Much like Matt, I'm going to ask each ringer to just say their name, what grade they're going into in school, and how long they've been ringing handbells total.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm a rising sophomore, and I've been playing bells for 5 years.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm going to be a freshman in the fall, and I've been ringing bells for 7 years.
Hi, I'm Trevor, and I've been ringing bells for 9 years, and I'm an upcoming junior.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm going to be a freshman in college in the fall, and I've been ringing for 10 years.
I'm Sammy. I'm an upcoming freshman in the fall, and I've been ringing for 5 years, I think.
Hello, my name is Esther. I am going to be a senior, and I've been ringing for 5-ish years. I don't remember.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm going to be a junior next year, and I've been ringing bells for 8 years.
Hi, I'm Callie. I am a rising senior, and I've been ringing bells for 5 years, I'm pretty sure.
I'm Joey. I'm an upcoming freshman at Parsippany Hills High School, and I've been ringing bells for 7 years.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm an upcoming freshman in college, and I've been ringing for 10 years, joining 3 months before Anna, just to make it clear. And we just wanted to give a nice shout out to Michael Baza.
What a legend. Hi, I'm Tim. I've been ringing for about 8, 9 years, something like that, and I'm going to be a sophomore in college. Woohoo!
Hi, I'm Elliot. I'm a rising senior, and I've been ringing for, I think, 6 years, but I'm not sure.
It kind of has to be noted here that Will, one of our graduating seniors, is also actually a handbell director. Will got hired recently, and he directs the adult choir at the Mount Tabor Church. So Will's always sure to let me know if I'm doing something wrong. So the final piece tonight that we're going to be playing, just us, then we'll come back together for another conjoined piece, is Pasakaye. And Pasakaye is a different piece than Pasakaya. That was a piece that I played when I was in high school, and I've already talked about what a Pasakaya is, and the original arrangement of the piece was a monster. And you always felt so accomplished after you got to play. Like, if they played that your year, you were like, oh, it's because we're the best. We all felt super proud of playing that piece. And so it was very technically difficult. This composer actually took the original piece and rewrote it, and calls it passacaille, which is the term in French. He added chimes and mallets and a bunch of different techniques and created something that is wholly different from the original, and yet anybody who hears it is like, wait, I'm pretty sure I know this piece. It's a fun challenge. There's a lot of chromatic scales within the piece, and it's a great piece. So please enjoy our last piece, Passacaille. So we're going to swap half of our ringers out for our final piece. And while we do that, I feel it necessary to explain how grateful I am personally to be able to go on tour with Matt. Matt is the director of the choir that I ring in. Matt is, you can read the program to see all of the amazing things that he does, but it's important that people understand Matt's just not a talented person. Matt is a talented teacher. Matt is a talented instructor of music, of bells, of anything related to music, and just kind of grows that passion within people. I'm pretty busy, and yet I still keep coming back to ring in Matt's choir, and a large part of that is just kind of get to hang out with Matt. So I just want to make sure that you understand how grateful I am personally to get to go on this tour with Matt and to experience this together, but also what a great experience it is for both choirs to ring together. The story that I always tell on tour, which my kids could probably repeat most of the stories that I tell on tour now, but when I was growing up, back in the 80s, Ringers on the Green and Walsh had like this weird handbell rivalry, which I recognize sounds like the ultimate in geekiness, but like it was a thing. Like we would pass kids in the hallway at the high school and like be walking around like, yeah, I'm a ringer. And like we'd be like, ooh, here comes a Walsh kid. And then we'd be like, you know, we see you, Walsh. And we never did anything together. That was not a thing. And so getting to combine the choirs, now I actually texted my friends who were in the choir with me when I was in high school, and I was like, you guys are never going to guess what job I just got. And they're like, what? And I said, I'm directing the Walsh. And they're like, what, traitor? Why would you do such a thing? So it's really great for us to get to play together. And I should also note, for our combined pieces, they have only practiced together twice before today. And so that in and of itself is a testament to the ringers in both choirs and the talent that they have and the commitment that they have to bell ringing and music and programs in general. So please enjoy our last piece, which is Fantasy in Heiferdal. Thank you so much for being here.